You know, it's funny, you think I'd have like a set answer for that. You know, each one is like, there's different things. Like, there's some jobs I go in and I work for 20 minutes and I get paid for a full session. It's like, that's kind of my favorite job. You know, and then there's ones like doing Albert Wesker, probably the most fans I've ever had. So that would be my favorite. And also it was most unique and then it was several sessions over a period of a summer, and it was facial mocap. And so that was my favorite because I got to have all those experiences. Legion was my favorite because all I had to do was wake up and clear my throat and then just stand at the mic and do some cinematic acting. That was my favorite because I wasn't having to do anything. Doing Hack and I can't remember if it was Gabby was very happy and he talked like this. And so I enjoyed doing that kind of thing. And now I'm doing Transformers Rescue Bots, and so that's my favorite gig right now. By far, because I'm actually acting with other actors. They try to get as many in the session as possible, and so we can actually act off each other. We go and we have drinks afterwards or dinner, and you know we've had a Christmas party. It's like it's become a family. And you don't get that with a video game. Like with video games, you're usually working alone just with the director and producers. You don't usually have other actors there. Though these newer games now, if they're trying to combine the voice acting with the mocap, that kind of thing, so they actually get to have that kind of experience. I haven't actually booked a game like that yet, so, and it's probably because my careers are split. I've got voiceover, but I pursue more on-camera, film, television, that kind of stuff. Very long-winded answer, and so I can't pick just one on top of all of them. So, because as you get older, life becomes nuanced. Next one gets a video game. Oh, do you want a video game? Do you? Okay, then.
Well, yeah.
Do you have a player? Can you play them?
Somebody does, yeah.
Oh, so you want? All right. So, Mass Effect or Resident Evil?
Resident Evil.
All right.
Yeah.
You get a Resident Evil 5.
Cool.
Do you know what play system they have? It doesn't matter actually because all I have is a PlayStation. All right, hit me.
We've been trying to figure out when the next session or the next season of Rescue Bots is going to start. Yeah, are you? No.
I know that we are. I'm not allowed to say like who's on the show or any of that stuff. But I think I can say that yes, we are recording season 2. We've been we're more than halfway through recording the second season, but I don't know when they plan to roll it out. So you know, I mean they play the first one and those episodes over and over until they feel like most of the kids have seen them in America. And then maybe they'll start it. I have no idea. If I were going to guess, and so obviously this is not official, this is not from the hub or anything, but I mean, if I were going to guess, I'd probably say, where are we now? I would think that by the end of the summer, or maybe, you know, I would think sometime before the end of this year. Because it would be strange if it went that long without starting another one. And if you love the show, if you watch Transformers Rescue and you love the show, let them know that you love the show and you want a season 3. Next up. Well, you've had one, so I'm going to go for the gray-haired one. Hi.
Here's the seat required.
Yes, your assistance is required. That is a very good deep question. Yes? Favorite acting job? You know, aside from sometimes when I produce my own film shorts and things, because that's a whole full-on creative experience, but just as an actor, but the roles seem to be getting more interesting as I'm getting older. So and then like actually this role was not that necessarily that interesting. The show was great. It was called Hot Cleveland, and I worked a week on that, and that was done. It was like a play because all the scenes for that particular episode all took place in this one location. So you'd have 5 scenes, and they had to choreograph, and it was all. You know, like this scene is happening here, and then immediately at the same time this scene's happening over here. So we're all on stage at the same time, rehearsing, and they got to set up the cameras for all of it. And then when they brought the audience in for the shoot day, you know, it was like doing a play. I really like doing a play. So that was fun. And then of course, on that episode, Ed Asner was guest starring, and we've got Betty White and Ed Asner from Mary Tyler Moore, and they're working together, and it was like that was just. And I've got the One Day at a Time, you know, because I grew up on One Day at a Time. So Valerie Bertinelli, it was phenomenal. And then the other guys they had on that episode was John Lovitz, who's a sweetheart, and what's her name from Mad TV? Anyway, it was so I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the entire experience. So that was like it was like childhood dreams coming true. It's like I wanted to be an actor, and so these are the people that I saw on TV when I was a kid, and now I'm on a show with them. And I'm going up to Betty White going, "You're like a grandmother to me." She was sweet. So yeah, so thank you. Next question. Yes.